welcome back, my most ethical light and love crew, angels of love and light, to do your thing. My cream crew, hi. All right, so the temperature is rising. Shall I acclimate or accelerate? Where did this question come from? That was a Tiptoe flute. Anyway, good morning. Good morning. It is 8:26 a.m. All right. I don't know where my other earrings went, but so I shall wear these. Yes. Now, where did this question come from? Well, since I got those little buggies in my room, I don't want my drinks to be, to suffer. So, I took my drinks to Betty with me, and that includes this. The thing is that I've never had a problem with it before. Anyway, it was packed with ice, packed with ice. And now, when I swish around the whatchamacallit, the straw, I noticed that it has a lot more freedom, a lot more range, which means that the ice has melted. The glaciers of my cup melted. The glaciers of my holy grail melted. And that, ladies and gentlemen, and every and all sentience in between and above and beyond, tells me that this is kind of a love thing. You know how I know this is like the second sign, even like within the first 2 minutes of the reading? Well, anyway, there's a lot more range here, and it should not be so. So I guess my body got all hot. Something got hot. It also tells me to drink your water. And I'm here. So, what came beforehand, okay, when I was shuffling, was the Temperance card. This was immediately after I, did the title. And I wanted to do a quick shuffle after gathering yesterday's cards. And just like have a clean read, just put it all together. And this came, Temperance. I was like, oh, just melt into it. Just like feels of the heat rising. And you know what came up next? Let me put on my lip gloss for this. All right. Oh, yes. Now, it is the Lover's card, so it's like, what is going on? I guess the alarm went off. Anyway, I guess the temperature is, in fact, rising. Absolutely. I forget I have to fix my little, necktie things going on here. That's crazy. That was on my doing side, and it was upright. Oh, this is reminiscent of the Romantic Tarot, where they were doing like the hand dance thing. Look at it, look. Take a look. Take a gander. Yeah, so that's what's happening there. Now, something's happened in the morning and throughout this week, and I'd like to take a different direction on how we approach our readings. I feel like it's important, okay? Just with it's time for a new haul of attitude, of impressions. I am needing to be more, I need to get out of this box. Since the Death Guard has appeared, for me more so than I thought, I channeled and psychicked the prophetic realm of what would happen to others. Like, I don't actually know. Not everybody divulges their stuff, especially when it's very, very like hard stuff. So I don't know what's going on this week, but I'm here to seek some advice from my divine panel. And first off, they already gave me a great lead. It's they're funny. It's a method of distraction. Just because, like, let things be. I realize that the things unfold faster when I pay less, when I give it less weight than what's needed. So on the left side, I have 6 of Swords, the recipient side. So this is, looks like 3 being moved into an area of calm. This looks like ancestral. Yeah. They're like, you know how they say in rights, like buckle up, or what is it? Like on roller coaster rides, you have to like buckle up before you enjoy the ride. Keep your hands and arms in the vehicle. That means like no, don't try to feel around. Don't. So that's what they're trying to tell me here. With the temperature rising, don't extend your feelers out. You don't need to do that. On your incoming side, oh wait, no, they are, because look, his hands are out and he's standing up. That's the whole point of me saying this anyway. That I can. On the recipient side, I can do that, because this is safe. This is with my ancestors. They're like, Anubis, we'll take this one. Like, that's crazy. And then on the right side, I know this for a fact because look, Kali is there in her more human form, disguised in ancestral self. Yeah, that's justice. So the question was, or the statement was, the temperature's rising. Acclimate or accelerate? And I think it's both. I think acclimating to its temperatures rather than fighting it is going to accelerate things. Like me sitting over here with my, I don't turn on my AC. So with this fan on, it only gets maximum value when when it's like not at scalding temperatures. So when it gets hot, I realized, like yesterday, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't want to get all sweaty and yucky and gross again in my garden, but I love what I do. I love doing what I do there. And I was just, so yesterday I entertained it. I was like, if I get that way, then I get that way. It'll make me take a shower more, like, it'll just ensure that I take a shower. Because if I'm just sitting at, like, doing whatever, like, kind of potato, I'm still clean. I'm still, because nothing happened to me, I didn't. So, but at least I get some productivity and some delight in what I do. And I'm so glad I did it. Things are moving along quickly. And it's just so, that's what they're just emphasizing. Like, rather than get all muddled up in some ball of, like, freaking drama, you already left that behind. No residual energy, okay? Okay. So, my divine panel. Oh, let me see here. I need to put on a light. Should I put it with this? Give me a second. But, things are getting better, Oh, shoot. See, like, it just singed it. That's just... Plant life. That smells good. Okay, so I gotta light this candle. But, things are going well. See, you see how frugal I am? Look, look at this match. And I still save it because I'm like, wait, there's some wood left. That's less hunting and gathering that I need to do. I mean, if it's good, it's good. What are you gonna, you know what I mean? Like, I can't reach down into my pillar candle and light it, you know? So, give me a second. Let's do this. Oh, wait, it dropped. What the heck? Sometimes life just be like that, you know? It's just like, okay, Friday. That's what you want to do? Okay, let's entertain this. Do it. And it's done. Okay. Okay. Let's get those cards back on deck. Alright. Temperature's accelerating. What do you want to say? Oh, it's the Queen of Pentacles. And the Four of Wands in reverse. Look how beautiful is that. That's beautiful. This is the mother, the lover of all sentience. Including when you're being uprooted and extricated. The temperature is rising in so many arenas that I didn't even realize. We're only like, gosh, a little, like over 10 minutes. Actually, 11:57 there. But it's crazy because, like, I was just talking about my freaking, like, that's what inspired it. Then I got the Lover's card. Then I, like, and then prefixing before all of that had happened, before I was going to consider doing a reading this early, was some, like, work drama stuff. And it's like, no. If I have an option between all of these, like, let's focus on something that's more worthy of my Friday. Being happy at most. Oh, okay. Or at the very least. You heard that? Skirt? It wasn't quite a skirt. It was more like, hold on, wait. Look, the star card and opened up to it. The Seven of Wands extrovert. Holy smokes. This, okay, let me tell you. This is like some stunt driving. If you had your earbuds on, or on the replay, have the earbuds on, what I pictured was like, you know, like somebody, you know, is that how you move your steering wheel? It's kind of like that. That's what it sounded like, rather than a skirt, you know, like that. Okay, I'm not a professional driver, but I can drive professionally. Okay, so one fell over there, but that's excellent. The star card, holy smokes. And what opened it up, like, pried it open, was the Seven of Wands extrovert. I have the complete upper hand. So much so that I'm not the only one on deck. Though I feel like I can survive being the only one, you know? I mean, I got this far even if it led me to this point. I mean, I think especially in a spiritual sense, in like the occultist sense, especially being that it led me to this point. On the surface value, if you're just going to glance over at me like, what is this chick doing? You know, those are the people that just need to catch up, you know, catch up to the storyline. Anyway, this is excellent. This is freaking excellent. I don't have the star card in reverse, which is, you know, it's always prominent to have in your little toolbox here of layouts. But even if it's in reversal, like the hope is within. Not all things are lost unless you lose yourself, you know, in your navigation. So, is that the word? I don't know. They said settle on it. Let's move forward. So on the right side, face down, I'm about to turn up this rock. I don't know what's up with it. Yeah. It is the Nine of Hermits. It's the Hermit card. Okay. There might be 9 faces here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It looks like so far there's approximately 11 that I'm counting here. No, there's a little one right there. Okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 faces here that are conjured. That's a lot. That's a lot of channeling, let me tell you, all at once. Like, what the... Who's here? 12 faces. And if we have 12 within a major arcana, I mean, especially if it's like the Dark Night of the Soul card, you gotta assume that's also in link with the Hanged Man card, you know, another major arcana. So this is a double major move. Somebody doubled down on me, or I'm doubling down on myself, because it came inverted. This is personalized. This is very personal. Oh, this is channeling for sure. It's like, come with. And they're like, okay. Do I need to bring a jacket? No, just whatever you feel like it, you know, whatever you're called to bring. But that's crazy. We were talking about, like, a few readings ago, how the Dark Night of the Soul, the Hermit card, is in close link with the Hanged Man card being objective. Going within and being objective. I mean, like, they're they're cousins. They're cousins. They're within the same bloodline. It's just a matter of, like, what kind of darkness do you prefer? Do you prefer it to be, like, isolated or ostracized? Do you prefer it to be, like, enclosed areas or, like, out in the open? Because you could be around a lot of people and just still feel alone. And it's not really about feeling alone, but it's the recognition that the feeling is proposed there, regardless of what your choice is. And it's always the right choice to be objective. You know? Energy is constantly moving and changing. The temperatures will, you know, fluctuate just like, you know, at stock market or your environment or whatever. So, it's important not to fall to the whims of, you know, externals. And there's just a lot more freedom and range in what you can uncover and observe. So this is like the little kid, like the inner child that is able to sit in peace in its own maturity. Like, it's kind of like the giving tree, where we're focused more on the child, and then we're focused more on the tree. So it's a gravitational pull of different sentience. Like, the characters that become important and grow on you are moved from one state to another. So there's some kind of, like, reincarnation here in perspectives. This reading is insane. It's kind of intense with I didn't even realize we were gonna get heavy on content, but that's what they're doing. That's oh my gosh, it's the High Priestess in River. Oh, not on the bottom of the deck. That's crazy. I know. Look, this is crazy. I know. That's insane. Like, la-ti-da. What the heck? I think so. Talking about freedom and range and clarity, like cleansing, it all goes hand in hand. These links of, like, this and this and this and this. I choose to be happy in my life. I told you a few months ago, I refuse to be disappointed by life. Or how do I say? I refuse to let life disappoint me. Those are two different things. So how do we dissect that? Just briefly. I refuse to be disappointed by life. So there's some kind of recognition or judgment that life is disappointing. Though that's not like, that's like a very flat paper, like just like a 8x11 sheet. Like that's just a very, like, very cutthroat, like, kind of view of things. So I recognize that life is a lot more abundant than that. So I refuse to let life disappoint me. Okay? So how do I receive things? There we are. We're back. We're live. Okay, top of the deck. No secret to the saucies. Oh, it's the Emperor. That is insane. I don't know what this world is coming to. Like, what is, like, seriously, my life is insane. I'm not talking about, like, oh, you know, the aesthetic view of things. I'm talking about, like, the occultist measures. Dude, if any occultist stepped into my shoes, like, they would be, what is, this is trippy. So, this is super masterful. Like, I'm in a prime seat of power right now. You know what? This is insane, because when you cut ties with old avenues of distress, life just changes in a flicker. It is insane. I don't know what to say about that, except just like, I'm telling on you, this is insane. When those other energetics that are very low, I know this is like, what do you call it, a catchphrase, a buzzword in spirituality, but the low-hanging fruit, the low vibrational units, the things that drag you down, it's like, once you cut that loose, there's, oh my goodness, there's so much buoyancy. It's like, okay, you let go of, like, certain weights on your decks. I'm hearing desk, but deck, like, on your ship. You're like, move, bitch, get out of the way, you know. So you remove these things, and you realize your boat is, like, rising, so you have, like, 20 more inches of boat that you didn't realize, and it's like, it's been happening for so long that it discolored your ship. So there's, like, this, you know, that's the original, that's the OG color that's been protected by intuitive bodies or whatever, the massive intuitive bodies, the collective. And so this is excellent awareness. So with the heat rising, I mean, it's a good thing. It can be a good thing. But, yeah, strength on the right side. Look, the bear has smashed the drum. Oh, old times no more. You know, like, that beat is tired out. It's played out. We gotta make a new drum. Yeah, there's something about that there. Like, Mama Bear turned into, like, Papa Bear, and it's just like, no more of that. Old beats. Oh, yeah, 100%. You know, it's weird. Should I say something, or should I just, like, keep it quiet? Because, like, I don't want to, like, I don't want to name drop. I don't want to, like, call people out. I don't want to, like, we're talking about. Okay, so it's just, is that, like, permission? World card, end times. Oh my gosh, I gotta say it. Okay, so in like these realms of, like, death or whatever, I noticed that with other artists, there's a lot of things that are falling into sequence, and that tells me who's in alignment and who's not. Like, I know that there are certain people that jump on the bandwagon, like, oh, it's time, but, like, I'm not gonna, like, shit talk them, because it's not like, oh, I'm gonna copy, you know, like, I'm gonna cash in on this. It's more like, people, like, true artists will want to follow a good lead, and it's not about, like, commercializing on certain things. It's more so, like, I'm sensing more of the energetics that they want to engage. They want to see, how do I say it? They're up for the adventure, number one. Like, who can you, like, what can you can't blame anybody for that. But they also see it within themselves to access that energetic within themselves. So they just need a lead to get to that point. So like, that's the most honorable part of it. There were, like, a very, very, very small fraction that were, like, just trying to, like, like, she's got it. Okay, so I'm gonna follow, like, how do you say it? They were more in it for themselves than anything. But this is a different light. This is not about being selfish. This is about being, more open. I feel like that's it. More welcoming and open. And so, okay, back to Eminem. Okay, so I recognize that there is a certain alignment, and like, I'm not gonna glorify anybody here, because everybody is just a person, like, just making their stuff happen in the happiest way possible, the most fulfilling way possible. So but I did see, like, Death to Slim Shady on that. I don't know if I said that right within diction, but dude, old time, like, I saw it, and I remember channeling in, like, some of the old music, and there was a moment where I was, like, a little bit cringed about it, because I didn't know if, like, that upset, you know, like, when that happens. I'm not just talking about him, I'm talking about, like, anybody that I channel music on, that like, I don't mean to, like, I'm just doing my thing, you know? So, yeah, so there's that. But, like, I just decided to brush it off, just roll it off, like, you know, like, I can't, like, get tangled up into whatever possible things there are. But look, I got so many major arcana here. It is insane. Like, back to back, back. Big things are happening. I don't have to tell you. You already know it. If you're here, you already know it. If you've hung on this far, you already know it. I don't need to tell you. I'm just going to validate. Stamp of approval, recognition. You have succeeded. You're thriving. If you have succeeded this far, that means that's a foretelling of thriving. I mean, like, dude, smashing old times, like, this is not like you never existed. This is more like a time that's like, this is old times. It's time to move on. I'm not going to go backwards, and to ensure it, I'm going to basically destroy this, like, ego death this. And you got this unlock. You see the imagery between that? Like, it doesn't matter if it's a gold record, platinum, or whatever. Actually, they want me to reword it. It has lived its essence in that arena as that. And now it's time to, like, smash that and move on to the next. You got this unlocked. Yeah. So it's not a denial of existence. It's more like, it's moving on to the new. And insurance in those measures. Okay. So the heat, the temperature. We didn't talk about the heat. We're talking about the temperature rising. We just assumed that it was the heat. Oh, so this is like cold. Yeah, like cold. Cold shoulder. Excuse me. Okay. What else do you want to say? Okay. So, this came extroverted, and then this propped on my right ankle. Upright. And then look, boss energy, King of Pentacles. Upright. Seven of Pentacles. So this is bossing up. Anybody who bosses up, like, correctly knows that patience is needed. I mean, in anything. Yeah, that's what makes you a boss, that you can control your ish internally. That you're not gonna, like, lose your temper, or you know, make dumbass decisions because you can't hold your shiz straight, being, like, chill and calm. So that's my learning right now, is about being calm, not losing your head. Like, it's not always about damage control externally. It's more like, as the prime first responder, you have to set the tone. You can't like it doesn't matter how much money you have or how much power you have. If like your younglings, your what do you call it? Your followers or whatever, your followers are following your leads. So just get your shit together, right? Anyway, 8 of cups inverted and 10 of cups inverted. That's insane. 18 is the moon card. There's a there's a lot of pull here. There's a lot of pull here. So 8 of cups is particularly leaving drama, leaving a situation, and you know, kind of finding yourself. Just it's a method of personal distraction. Like this major drama soap opera thing, whatever this effery is, it's not escaping it. As I'm just gonna go ahead and take like a little break from it, like just, and then I'm gonna come back because this is I own a portion of this pie too, and hopefully things will settle down. Like it's like putting, what is it, quiet time for me, or you know, like peace time for me, and the other is like what is it, time out. Oh yeah, it's time out for them. Okay, but I'm not going to tell people that it's because it's going to aggravate their situation. Like, I need the timeout. Use that kind of like that. Whatever. Okay, whatever. Okay, they just need to settle down. They need some time to themselves. And then so come back. So anyway, this is a matter of wanting to find yourself, like reconnect with yourself, and all the more inverted. That's a lot of love. Like, I deserve a lot of love, and I'm not gonna go like hunting for any extracurriculars to make that happen. Like, I don't need extra drama on top of the drama. Like, no, I don't need that. It's a story that's been told so many times before. Acclimate or accelerate. So if they're telling me, because I couldn't find the word in my head, that the accelerate part, so they gave me accentuate. So this is like, who can blame me? Like, who's gonna freaking argue with like self-love, right? Like, anybody who argues with that, or they're already telling on themselves. So 18 for the A team. This is manifestation for self. This is filling your own cup. You know, you get to a place and you're like, oh, help yourself. The fridge is right there. Blah, 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 blah. Like, you don't need my permission to, like, get a cup of milk or whatever, and then ask and, like worry about how much you're pouring. Like, forget it, frig. No. No. So this is really good because, like, again, I refuse to let the world disappoint me. No. What else do you want to say about this? There's a lot of support here. Look, totem pole. So this is ancestral. Coming in straight for me. I just got a call. I don't know, we're just out. I get a lot of sales calls. My phone number has been leaked. Somebody like wanted shit with me, but it's like, what it? It's okay. I'm okay. I'm here. Anyway, 10 of Cups inverted. That's the Cosmic Mother. Look at that. Cosmic Mother. Protecting this little bloom right over here. Oh, yeah, I'm very protected, but this is also by the elders. Do you understand? Like, this is I realize that people know my power. Like, they know, they have prophesied. There are very, very gifted individuals. There's a group of very, very gifted individuals that watch me. Not like, oh, fanning, like, I mean, there could be an element of that, but like, they're so far beyond like that realm. That shiz doesn't affect them. So but I do have like a secret ops group, if not groups, of individuals, any kind of sentience, but like definitely I do have teams that watch over me. They're so gifted that they do things like so discreetly. It's so weird. Like, how do I say it? They can foresee in my future, like what I'm supposed to be doing, like what I'm meant to be doing. They can see like these alternatives, like Doctor Strange, how the alternate routes, like of all of these things. So they give me the freedom to be able to do certain things, but they restrict certain areas that are that would cause complete and total, like utter chaos. So I'm thankful for that. So blessings be to them, for sure. I know my words are powerful, so I wanted to first off acknowledge that part, and like blessings upon blessings. So my divine panel, what do you want to say about that? I mean, the temperature is rising. I mean, acclimate or accentuate or accelerate, whatever you want to say here. But they're protecting me 100%. Oh my gosh, look. Yeah. Okay, so here. See, she's protecting that flower. Okay. And they are protecting me. Do you see? That's insane. So this is actually even like my higher self protecting, you know, like it's motioning. If there's a mirror effect of like what I'm doing on the outskirts too. Time is but a concept, a shoddy concept. Makes you feel like you have control over something, you know, regardless of where you're at. Like the measurement, the concept, like I'm here, you know, but I'm here like all the time, even for myself. I mean, that's like conceptual just now and conceptual like in the future with now. So there are so many layers of protection here. Like this Gemini with Virgo ascendant has got things like you're on luck. Okay. So, oh my gosh, I thought this was the 10 of Cups, but like at a first glance, but it's the Empress being very objective, okay? This is with her networks too. Like, I'm allowed to be objective. I'm allowed to like just observe and take in and wallow. My networks are protecting me, like gator style, like, no. This is insane. This is good. Oh my gosh, not just like them, but their freaking army. Holy smokes, in the distance. Oh, that's a lot. That's a lot of protection. Okay, so what do you want me to do? What am I supposed to do? I'm so glad that I'm not running around with my head cut off. That's 100%. If I have to just like simplify it to a realm of gratitude, I am so glad that this is the first like happy Friday where I can put in the effort and like say it and mean it and not have to like, you know, go all out for it. Like I don't have to overdo anything just to say that I'm doing it, you know? Like I don't have to pull out the fireworks or whatever, or buy certain things in order to validate my happiness in its value. Like I can value it without getting the extra stuff. And so that's super duper important. So okay, so what do you what's my guidance for the day? My divine panel, what would you like for me today? I mean, I really do want to work on my garden stuff. So can you protect me there? I really want to see that that hummingbird moth butterfly thing again. It was glowing. The way it moved, it was weird. Like I have to wonder, is that like another sentience? Was that a fae? Was that some like, cause no, it moved like freaking Tinkerbell. It was, and then on And then on my in my feed, there were 2 like lovebird parrot thingies. Not parrot, cockatoos. Maybe parrots. Oh shoot, I don't know. One was, I think, called Tinkerbell. So I swear, this is so strange. The way it moved, it was like Tinkerbell. Like even in the Disney movies, like it was like it was very like it was darty. And I know that's why I called it a hummingbird, but like it was glowy too. I don't know what to tell you. Like it glowed and then it disappeared, and then it glowed and then it was weird. So that's cool. That's why I want to work on it. I want to make it happier there. For that's so sweet. Like they were taking care of something, and I think it was like by a rose that like it's not doing well right now. I don't understand why. So what is this on my left foot? 2 of Swords, extroverted. Yeah, so it's rising above like all of the things. Okay, being with the flowers, being with other sentients. That blooms. So on my left foot, extroverted 2 of Swords. What does that mean? I think they're saying when you transcend all of the like worldly goods, there's something about on the left foot though. I need to clarify for that. This is a little confusing here. Because, okay, so right foot would be like correct way. Left foot would be kind of goofy footed. So even if I do silly things, even if I choose things like, what is it, they call it out of pocket, I still, I'm still protected. Like, I'm still transcending what was before. That's what it looks like. I mean, the all-seeing eye. That's like the bottom line right there. I'm gonna clarify for that. That's 8 of Pentacles in reverse. So, yeah, you've done all the work that you can do. A lot of the things that you've earned, like that are physical here, are things that, like, that, I don't know, your normal average girl or even metaphysical person would kind of be jealous of. They think that you just kind of like, you didn't earn those things, but I did in fact, earn them. But then when you look at somebody who's like super like radical, wealthy, rich, like or even a lawyer, they would see that I have very minimal assets to my name. So, there's got to be something more than this. You have to realize, like, even if you look at the like how many things that I have to an average person that would probably be jealous of, it's still not like, when you boil it down into contractual sense and from a lawyer standpoint, I really don't have like very many assets. In fact, I probably have more liabilities than assets. So like, but if you're looking at those, like the average person, like with all those like little things like that, if you grew them to size, to like a more amplified size, like let's just pretend it's not Wizard of Oz, Alice in Wonderland, and you upsize those things to like, oh, that crystal is now a yacht. That I don't know. What? All of those tarot cards are like residences, like you have properties, etc. Even if you look at these things as like bigger scale things to what we conceptualize, it's still like I have put in the work, spiritually speaking, energetically speaking. Like I don't need to do anything more than that to obtain like a sense of wealth. So there's something here, because there's like even objective dance time. This is about inner work and inner peace. You don't need to go extra on everything, okay? So, you know, some of the lessons that I learn are, or we learn, are some of the lessons that we learn, like, that are on the agenda that we discover here, are not always, like, you think that, okay, this is a new phase in my life. Okay, I'm going to learn this. It's going to take several weeks or a month or whatever. Sometimes shit gets learned, like, before the end of the reading. Like, it's done. We're in 24 hours. So don't, like, fret. I'm like, because my mind is thinking, like, okay, so that's great to know. But, like, I would like to know how I'm going to make my next month's bill. Like, I would like to know how, like, what's going to happen here. Like, I don't know. So, that's the part there where it gets me a little sad, but not as sad as it used to before, you know. So, what is the recommendation? Okay, so now that we've acknowledged this, and then all the more emphasis to say, like, a lesson can be learned within, like, in a jiffy, basically. Sometimes it's just the acknowledgement, like, you're already doing it, but this is just the affirmation behind it, like, acclaiming it. You know, you're accrediting yourself for what you've done. Like, you're patting yourself on the back. And that's what seals the deal on the lesson. Like, that's all that was left on there. Like, the very, very, very bottom of it. Like, just, you know, that was it. And then you move on to the next. So, okay. My divine panel. What do you want to say about that? Queen of Wands. Yeah, you did it. You did it again. You did it again. That's funny. That's crazy. You have opened up the portals. You are at the intersections. And as the gatekeeper, you're free to do as you wish. That's crazy. All right. Okay. All right. So, what is our takeaway? What is our focus? 7 of Cups. There are plenty of options here. It's also saying something else here. There's many routes to healing. Okay, they're not going to show us, you know, there's 7 cups. What's in those 7 cups? No, this is something that you have to face, or each of us have to face. On that note, it's yeah, because normally we have like 7 representations of like cup energy. I don't see any cup here. There's like 2 bowls in the background. How many handprints are there? There's 4 handprints and 2 like cave images. No, 4 cave images. There's nothing that says like 7 here. So, not even the spots or the scales on the I wanted to say fish, on the snake. There's nothing that says those things. So, oh, you know what? It'll make itself shown to you. Like, again, based on, like, I think yesterday or the day before yesterday, the reading was, those answers will reveal itself to you. You will know. Like, nobody needs to guide you there. This is a very personal experience, and this is to, I don't want to really say challenge, because that's not the exact wording of it. It's more like, this will help personalize and cement your knowing. You will be shown. We will be shown, for sure. Just entertain that. Like, if there's something that, like, sparks your interest, or like, you're like, hey, I should do that, like, then you just go do it. You know? It's I don't want to overuse the word game changer, but it's definitely a turnkey. let's switch it to another thing. I will say, okay, because that just kind of made me cringe. This engaging in that unlocks the rest. It's a puzzle piece box, you know. The wooden puzzle boxes. It has its own intentions for us. Okay, so there's that. Okay, so what is just my takeaway? My divine team. Four of Swords in reverse. I am healed. I already squeezed out all the thought juices from all the downloads from this reading. So, I guess I healed my, and just looking back, the starting point, the prefix to this, I did heal, some worries that I had. Like, people trying to still do me dirty, you know, this and that. And no, I took a shower last night, I told you, because I was like, I can't go to sleep like this. I'm already starting to break out, and, you know, like, from going out, like, just sweating up a storm. And so I took a shower, and all I had was, like, one thing on, basically, and this, like, all of this stuff, you know, I don't know, was not on. My rings, you know, I still don't have that right now. Yeah, so what was I gonna say about that? Shit, I forgot. Oh, I didn't get in, like, it was unlike yesterday where I was heavily attacked, because I know with the way I positioned certain crystals I was called to do, that there was still a realm of, like, bloating in areas that the crystal did not touch. So it should be enough that I have a crystal, like, positioned in a certain area, like, to take care of, like, a certain diameter, a certain circumference, let's say. And but, like, let's say I would just put it on, okay, so, like, here and here or here, you know, like, there was still tension around that. And so without getting into too much detail, I know that they were coming at me at full force, like freaking pitchfork, I told you. And I think this is a variety of groups, like, in, like, energetically. They're so anyway, I'm not going to discuss too much, but I just know. So today, without being, like, or last night, without being guarded with too much while I let my crystals charge, I didn't like, I did have some dreams, but I don't really remember them. I know that they were my dreams now are very particular. Like, they're very much scenario based, and the dreams that I haven't had before. So I know that there's something happening there. I think people need to be taught a lesson shown a different way. And maybe to save face, or maybe to make it that much more real for the other person. I don't remember. Like, I don't remember what happened in my dreams. So it's like, people can't say like, oh, she did this, so she was like blah 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 blah. No, I think it's I don't need to be in other people's like business. I don't. Yeah. All right. I just want to know what that means. 2 of Cups in reverse. This is my underground crew. There's something happening. Like, seriously, I think there's certain adjustments that I feel like it. Like, I'm healing people that are my underground crew in that arena. I think they wanted to adventure into seeing what would happen. Like, they were brave enough to face their own shadows, and however my dream state was going to deal with that, and make them learn. That's what they're engaging in. Look, like, dude, freaking, that's crazy. I'm also teaching people about the crystal thing, like protecting yourself. Yeah, definitely. Because, like, how do I say it? Some people, like, are really weird about, like, showing that in public. So then, like, they'll disguise it, like, under clothing or whatever, which is fine or whatever. But to the level that I do it, I can barely hide it. I can barely hide whatever it is. You know, I could do it in different ways, but I prefer to have them close. They're my little lovebirds. So anyway, like, when you're asleep, nobody's, you know what I mean? Like, you can do more of the protection level in your sleep, in your personal quarters. I feel like I'm just like very interested. Page of Wands in reverse, striking of a match. So yeah, starting something here with this. I don't know, dude. Bottom of the deck, Page of Swords as well. Top of the deck, 2 of Wands in reverse. Yeah, there's some things to size up. That is correctly. These are adventurers. They want to start something. They want to learn something, and yeah, this feels like a different generation, or a different, like, you know, when they say like, oh, she's a different breed. It's kind of like that. This is but not, it's not to put anybody down. It's more like there's not many that will venture out to do those things. Anyway, that's it for now. After like 70 or 80 minutes. Oh, it's under an hour. That's perfect. Perfect. Thanks so very much for all donations provided in love that reciprocate in and of light and love only. But now that this reading is officially over, I call back all my power, all my energy, essence, and gifts, especially from those that bear, cast, bring, or any variation of that ill will and or intent and or entities. Thanks so very much. Yes, to pass through the white light of the Holy Spirit for cleansings and blessings, and to be refortified within me and only me, attachment free, hassle free, unbonded, how do I say it? Not unbonded. Yeah, unattached, with the exception of all bonus points included. Yes. What crystal shall I use? Oh, this one's getting dusty. Let's dust it off. Okay. Close all portals. What? How do I even do this, gosh? Upon closing the portal, I send all energies back to their appropriate locations outside of mine, with their appropriate karmas due, assisting with a sequence of rollout in light and love. I close the portals in this reading.